Hey guys, Buff Game today, bringing you another video, and today it is open beta, I believe, for just about everybody here on Friday the 13th. So what we're going to do is go through some of the best weapons to get you guys started, my best picks here for weapons to use in the beta for starters and when you level things up. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first off, I can't really show the default classes here, but we'll show guns. So first off, my number one gun is going to be the MTZ-556. Now, in real life, this is the Bren 805. There is a default class with this, and I suggest you guys use it if you're just jumping in. This gun is very similar to kind of the M13C in Modern Warfare 2 or the M13 in Modern Warfare 2019. It really performs very similar to that, and it reminds me of that a lot. Very fast rate of fire, very accurate. This, I believe, from the guns that I've used, which is pretty much all of them at this point, I believe this is the best gun. So, obviously, I have a little bit of a different configuration here, but like I said, there is a default class for this. It comes with, I believe, you're paired with a sniper rifle, so it has the overkill vest. But definitely use this one to start so you get the unlocked class at level 4, because this kit, the default weapon class for this is actually really good. So definitely use it. I still think it's the best gun in the game. I'm just running some bare bones attachments on this, nothing crazy. Still working on leveling this one up. But I'm only on level 9 with it. You do get some good unlocks by using this weapon. Next up, I'll have to go with the, probably the Bushmaster ACR is probably tied for second with my next choice. Now, I haven't really used this much outside of the default class, but the ACR, really good gun. Again, this is going to be one of your top meta guns. I think the Bren 805 that I just showed you is a little bit better performance-wise, but this is obviously nostalgia, so you're going to see everyone using it, but I really do think the Bren 805 is better. However, this is a really solid second. Very good gun. I anticipate this being a high level cap unlock when the game does come out. So the ACR, the Bushmaster ACR, really good weapon here. And again, the unlock trees for this, I mean, you can get some good things here. You get a really good optic here at level 10, which is the optic you'll see on the Bren 805 default class if you guys use it. For whatever reason, it won't preview it here in the unlock tree, but I definitely highly recommend unlocking to get this optic, because this is a really good red dot optic. So definitely give that a try. That's tied for number 2. Now, my next gun that's tied for number 2 thus far with my playtime is going to be the G36. So the G36, there is a default class for this too. The default class was pretty decent. It wasn't bad. But when you unlock it, you unlock this fairly early on, and you can turn it. You see here, I have it turned into a G36K A4 AR variant. But you do have a lot of good attachments. This is my first gun that I leveled up fully last weekend. You get the default 60-round mag, you get a 40-round mag, and you get a 100-round C-mag on this, which is pretty sick. And you get some really good unlocks. I believe this optic you actually get in the G36 tree, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just double check here. Yeah, so you do get this optic at level 16. The only downside of this optic is you can't tack stance, but it works really well on most weapons, especially the G36. You just kind of have a 1.25 zoom, and it's kind of a laser. But you have a lot of good attachments here. And again, the base variant of this weapon that you get with the base class is really good. You get a lot of barrel unlocks here. So this is a really fun gun. Again, very accurate. I think this is one of the least recoil guns with a really good rate of fire. So this is tied for number 2. I could see it being potentially better than the Bren 805, but the rate of fire is a little bit slower. The Bren 805, I just think, is your general all-purpose weapon. But here, G36K A4, Holger 26, definitely give that a go. That thing is definitely tied for number 2. I would give it top for number 2 for me, just because I haven't used the ACR that much. This is the first gun I leveled up, and I had a lot of fun using it. Very good weapon. Next up, I'm still in the process of leveling this up, but I've had some banger games with this. After I ended the stream last night, I played another round or 2 of Ground War and had some really big games, which I was kind of bummed I wasn't recording. But the PKP, so you unlock this at level 23. I'm still in the process of leveling it up fully, so this is just the current build that I'm playing around with. We're only on level 13 of 27 for this, but this is a hard-hitting 7.62 54mm R light machine gun. Thing is a beast. It sounds heavy as heck, and it does have a lot of attachments on the tree, which are good. And the cool thing is, when you level it up fully, 26, you go to 27, you get the conversion kit for this. So the conversion kit is going to allow you to turn it into the Bullpup PKP Pecheneg, which is going to be pretty sick. So this is something I'm looking forward to unlocking here in the game, hopefully today or tomorrow. But this gun, again, really good light machine gun. Very accurate. I was hitting shots out to 200 meters away with some tap firing and full auto. But again, especially the conversion kit, when you do unlock this increases your rate of fire, your mobility and handling, and your attack stance and hip spread. So the only downside is you're going to get a recoil control negation as well as a range and bullet velocity. But you can kind of mitigate that with the different barrel options and things like that. The rate of fire, I've seen it. K-Dog, one of our channel members, posted it over on my Discord. The rate of fire increases. The base G30 or the base PKP has a very slow rate of fire. It's probably around 600 to 650 rounds per minute. It sounds like maybe pushing 700. But when you get the conversion kit, it's exactly pretty similar to the rate of fire from the PKM and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. So you're pushing more so around like 850 900 rounds per minute when you use the conversion kit. So you're trading off range, recoil, and bullet velocity for a faster rate of fire, better mobility, and better accuracy within the certain ranges for hip fire and attack stance. So definitely, this is probably going to end up being my #1 gun when I fully level it up and play with it. But so far, this is a really fun gun. Having probably some of the most fun with a weapon with this one. So next up, we're going to go with the XM7. The XM7, or the Spear, is a really good gun. I can see this being a top weapon, especially for Warzone. Now, I'm still in the process of leveling it up, but you can see I have the internally suppressed barrel here, so let's hope this is interchangeable with the M13B and C, so we can make a proper LVAW when the game comes out. But again, firing that new 6.8 by 51mm cartridge, the 227 Fury, it is a beast. And again, there is a default class for this too, which is actually a very good default class, so definitely give this a try. The Spear is a really good gun. You have a pretty good rate of fire, pretty good damage. However, just note there is still a hit reg issue with this, where sometimes you'll shoot people and your bullets are just not registering whatsoever. That's a known issue. It's going to get fixed. It's still a lot of fun to use. So if you die into that hit reg issue, it'll be frustrating. But I mean, regardless, I was still having fun using it, even though I was dying probably a handful of times per match, just because my bullets were not hitting people, even though I was beaming them in the face. So the Spear, really good gun. I forgot what level you unlock this, but again, there is a base default class with this, so definitely give that a go. Trying to see here another one. I think when we get into other things like where is it? There is this thing here. So the Striker 45, or the LWRC 45 is known in real life. Really good gun. You can see I only have it on level 5. There is a base class for this also with an overkill. Definitely very good. It cost some nerfs here in weekend 2, but that was just long range damage nerf. So this thing's still going to hit like a truck up close with that 45 ACP. Really good gun. Definitely use this. This is probably your best in-class SMG. Now, as far as other SMGs go, the AMR-9, also very good. I haven't used it yet, but I've seen some people using it. You do get a 100-round CMAG for this, which is insane with the 9x19 Parabellum. And then you have the Scorpion. I haven't really seen anybody using this yet, so I'm not sure how good it is. I haven't touched it either, but the LWRC or the Striker, very good. AMR-9 are your good SMG options. When you go to shotguns, the 870 is really good. The Riveter, I think you only unlock this with the Vault Edition, so I haven't used it. It looks pretty crazy. Marksman rifles are so-so. The snipers are they're both very good if you're into snipers. Another really good weapon, though, that I think is going to be a top contender for Warzone is going to be the AN-94. In this case, I'm dubbing it the AN-23, as it's called in game the SVA 545. So this is essentially more of a modern take on the AN-94. But here you can see the build I'm using on this. This thing is a beast. Basically, what you want to do with this is use it the same way you would have used it in Modern Warfare 2019's Warzone. If you were watching me back then, I would have explained how to use it. But basically, what you want to do, you have the first 2 shots are a hyperburst, and then the rate of fire drops off substantially to around 600 rounds per minute. So it's a very slow rate of fire. You don't really want to full auto this thing. What you want to do is keep it in the full auto fire mode and tap fire, so you can utilize that hyperburst. And what you can do is there's still that same thing in Modern Warfare 2019 that it had, where if you use the hyperburst, basically you're getting a 3-shot hyperburst if you can tap it correctly. So practice your tap fires, and this thing pretty much insta-kills people if you can get good with it. It's definitely a skill gap to tap fire it the way you really want to be doing it, but this gun, probably one of the fastest TTKs in the game outside of the snipers if you use it correctly. So this is going to be a really good gun to use in Warzone. I can see myself maining this. So those are your top weapons from my experience so far. Again, another really good one that I can't say it's the best. I wouldn't recommend using it, but the Bren 2 or the MTZ 762 in the battle rifle category, this is another one that I leveled all the way up. I had a blast using this. However, the damage with this seems a little iffy. However, it could have been a lot of desync, I think, with week 1 of the beta, but this gun is a lot of fun. Battle rifle, I don't think it's better than the Spear because the rate of fire is so slow, but it hits really, really hard. And again, I think a lot of hit reg issues I was having were desync related last week, so I was getting 4 to 5 hit markers and then dying on a kill cam. I would only hit them maybe once or twice, so I think it was kind of a desync issue, but definitely a fun one to try if you get in it. So those are my top choices. Again, the MTZ 556 or the Bren 805 I think is your best option for starters if you guys are looking, if you're jumping in, you're behind on the level caps, definitely use that default class for this and some of the other weapons till you level it up and get some levels and get some good attachments. Let me know your thoughts down below, what weapons you're using for the beta. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me know what you think of the beta down below. Till next time, Buffner Gaming, out.